Hey, what is up guys, it is Silver Sun here, and today I'm going to be giving you guys my review on the Dragon Ball Super episode 100. Speaking of that, I find it pretty crazy that we're actually here at episode 100. I remember when that number was just like a placeholder, like right when this anime was being made and stuff like that. People were saying it was going to be 100 episodes, and others were saying, no, there's no way, like a series could go on for that long, that they just like predetermined that number and stuff like that. I mean, yeah, it was a placeholder. No one really expected it to get to that number, but here we are at that number, episode 100. And in all honesty, I have kind of mixed feelings about this episode, but we'll get to that near the end. Alright, so Krillin's been knocked out of the arena, and everybody's kind of just like talking about it a little bit. 18 and 17 are pretty disappointed in him for it. But pretty much we cut on off to Vegeta, who's still trying to fight off Botamo and Magetta, and he's pretty much trying to dodge all their punches and attacks and whatnot, flying through the smoke and whatnot. Lots of explosions going off in the background here, until pretty much Kaba comes up out of nowhere. A few warriors try to attack him, but they pretty much get like knocked out like instantly. He transforms into a Super Saiyan, and he's about to fight Vegeta, which I thought was pretty cool. But before that could actually happen, we actually see Hit fighting Negurashimi. I don't know how his name's like actually like pronounced. I don't want to like butcher it or anything, but like I'm pretty sure it's Negurashimi, something like that. Pretty much he's fighting him, and he's actually knocked off both of his arms, but there's this cannon inside the middle of his body, so he's about to launch that at Hit, but before he can, Hit actually uses time skip, and I know that was a pretty debated thing, you know, in the community. Like people were discussing and like talking about if he could actually use it in the world of Void and stuff like that, and he actually can. So it's pretty cool to see that he still has that ability that he could use, but he pretty much uses it and he just like flicks the robot off the stage, and that was pretty much the end of that. And then he's pretty much just saying that he senses a disturbing presence. And then we cut to Kale, who's pretty much battling this, I don't know, he kind of looks like a lobster or like a crab or something like that. At least with the face, like the arms and stuff like that don't look like it. But pretty much he's fighting him off, but pretty much gets outmatched by him and that other guy from like the previous episode, or probably not the previous episode, but like he was like that big purple like sumo wrestler kind of guy. He came in, he pretty much like held her back and whatnot, while the other guy was pretty much like just punching her like a punching bag, literally. And then pretty much Khalifa came in with the save before Kayla actually got knocked out, or knocked off of the ring, I should say. And then pretty much she took it from there, and she pretty much went in and pretty much just pummeled those two warriors off the stage and whatnot. And so basically Khalifa's pretty much telling Kale to, you know, unleash her true powers and whatnot, and she could do it, you know, just putting some confidence in her. And then pretty much she sets her sights on Goku, who's pretty much fighting that Yardrad guy that was shown off earlier in this tournament. He's pretty much using you know, the instant transmission attack against Goku, and Goku's pretty much just standing there trying to sense where he is, until Khalifa pretty much just kicks him right off of the arena, which I thought was pretty crazy. From there, she pretty much challenges Goku to a little one-on-one sparring match. But before that, actually, she wants to learn Super Saiyan Blue, like right off the bat. She supposedly saw it earlier when Goku transformed, and she wants to try to learn that, but Goku's just saying like, no, you're not ready for Blue, which I agree with, you know. And so pretty much she starts fighting him as like a Super Saiyan at first, and then pretty much she sells off this like what was it called, like the ASS, like the ascended Super Saiyan form, the little buff transformation in between Super Saiyan and Super Saiyan 2. She pretty much does that and pretty much tries to fight Goku in that form, but Goku's pretty much just saying like, no, like that's not gonna work and whatnot. You sacrificed speed for power, and that form doesn't really last good with long fights, and so pretty much she transforms back to a Super Saiyan, and then Goku pretty much shows her like what she needs to transform into, which is a Super Saiyan 2, and she pretty much said like, oh, she did transform into that, when they were like fighting Berserker Kale and whatnot, her and Kaba and stuff like that, and so basically she pretty much just said like she couldn't transform into it since then, and so pretty much she transforms into it right then and there, to a Super Saiyan 2 once again, and then she pretty much starts sparring with Goku and whatnot, which was a pretty epic fight to see. A few iffy faces here and there, but like for the most part, I thought this episode was honestly really well animated. Lots of camera movement as well, which I thought was pretty cool. Like lots of dynamic shots and whatnot. But pretty much they're sparring and fighting and whatnot. Kale's having a good time. Goku's having a good time. But the only one who's not having a good time is Kale, and she's pretty much just standing there like trying to like assist Khalifa any way she can, but pretty much Goku's just like, hey, could you stop, bothering us and whatnot. And then like she's pretty much like just getting saddened by this because like, Kale, I'm sorry, Khalifa's fighting Goku and whatnot, having a good time with him instead of her and whatnot. So pretty much she gets mad at Goku for like pretty much stealing Khalifa away from her, and then pretty much from there she transforms into the Berserker Saiyan like form that we've seen before and whatnot. And so basically like the whole like arena kind of like lights up a little bit, like even Kaba and Vegeta kind of notice what's going on and whatnot, and pretty much Khalifa transformed, which was, oh my gosh, I'm screwing up with these names here, but Kale transforms as a Berserker Saiyan pretty epically actually, and pretty much she charges at Goku, pretty much knocking him back in his Super Saiyan 2 form, and from there she was basically like a pseudo Broly in a way, like pretty much, just calling out for Goku, like Son Goku, the whole time, and then Goku pretty much transforms into a Super Saiyan Blue, and he's about to, he shoots off a Kamehameha, and this is something that I honestly do kind of have a gripe with. Okay, it reminded me of so much, like it reminded me of when Goku fought like Superman, that whole screw attack battle, at least the second part, where at the end he fired that Kamehameha and Superman just walked right through it like it was nothing. And when he actually fought Broly in the movie and whatnot, Goku shot off the Kamehameha, and Broly just stood there and tanked it. That's exactly what happened here with Kale. She pretty much just walked straight through it, grabbed Goku by the face, and she was about to wait. I think she punched him, if I'm not mistaken. I'm not sure exactly. I kind of forgot the details, but all I know is she walked through a Super Saiyan Blue Goku's Kamehameha like it was nothing, basically. And that's, I don't know how I feel about that, honestly. I know that form's pretty powerful and whatnot, but there's no way it's on the level of Super Saiyan Blue just like that. Like that's like the only gripe I really have with this episode. Like I don't really see or understand how Kale could be that powerful, even in that form that she has and whatnot. That just seems almost impossible to me. Like Goku said, they're not ready for Blue, so like how, I don't know. And then even there, like what about Kaba? He's like kind of left in the dust there. He pretty much just has regular Super Saiyan. Meanwhile, Kale's like pretty much taking on like a Super Saiyan Blue Goku and whatnot. And Khalifa's, getting Super Saiyan 2 and going to learn how to master that. So what's Kaba gonna do? That's what I'm wondering. But pretty much, if I remember correctly, from there, pretty much hits just saying like, oh, she can't control her power very well, and then pretty much like what Broly did in the first movie, she pretty much released a whole bunch of ki blasts trying to like regulate her power in a way. But from doing that, pretty much she like knocked off a few warriors and whatnot from the stage and whatnot, disqualifying them and stuff. And so pretty much one of the Pride Troopers actually comes out, and he pretty much forms this whip around here, so that then they could like kind of like contain her, so that then she doesn't really do any more violence or anything like that. But it's pretty much no use. And so basically, before Kale could actually do anything to that guy, the Omni King pretty much disqualifies him, and then from there she pretty much like yells a lot and whatnot and screams, stuff like that. The arena's getting like ruined and like destroyed and whatnot. Everybody's just like looking onward and like wondering what they could do and then so pretty much Hit's pretty much just saying like, oh, this is bad for Kale and whatnot, and Khalifa's pretty much just like trying to get her to calm down and whatnot, but she won't. And then so pretty much from there, Jiren of all people, this was a pretty cool moment in the episode, at least in my opinion. Basically he steps up and he's like, alright, I got this. And so pretty much Kale's actually about to attack Khalifa of all people, at least it seemed like she was about to like grab her or something. But before she could do anything, Jiren pretty much came in like a G, shot a ki blast at her, flew her all the way outside of the ring, and pretty much just blew her up right then and there, which I thought was pretty epic. He just said it's over, and then from there it actually was over. The ki blast exploded, and it was pretty awesome in my opinion. Oh yeah, I almost forgot. I think when Khalifa was like fighting Goku, Kale was fighting Goku, Khalifa actually got blown back and she was about to get like knocked off or something, but Hit used his time skip to save her. I kind of forgot to mention that, but pretty much after that was done, that whole ordeal, like actually Kale didn't fly off the stage. That was my bad. It just seemed like it because she got knocked back really far. But basically, Khalifa pretty much came in and like saved her and took her away from all the action that was about to unfold. As pretty much Hit and Jiren are kind of just like standing there, staring at each other and whatnot. It looked like they were about to, get into a little fight there until Goku, obviously enough, pretty much comes in, and then he's pretty much just looking for a fight, obviously like usual, and basically from there it seems like him and Jiren are about to square off, so that looks to be pretty epic, the fight we've been waiting to see this whole time pretty much. But yeah, that's pretty much it for the episode. That's where the episode ends. I don't know, like, it was a good episode. It was. The only problem I have is how, like, I get that they're prodigies and I get that they're like really powerful warriors, like in Universe 6 and whatnot, the Saiyans are and stuff like that, how they can like develop faster, and like they're like it took Goku and Vegeta and them to like learn all those forms like a long time and stuff like that, but I just don't see how a Berserker Saiyan, it sounds cool and whatnot, and pretty powerful, but I don't understand how she could like match up to a Super Saiyan Blue like that, tank a Kamehameha, like just walk straight through it. Like I don't understand that. At least to me, like I know the power scaling isn't perfect in Dragon Ball Super and whatnot, and even Z sometimes, but like I don't get it. Like, sure, it was just one Kamehameha blast and whatnot, like nothing more really came out of that, but like still though, like that's pretty powerful. Like I don't know, man. I don't know if it's like say for example, if she got mad at Jiren or whatever, like would she be able to match up to him? Well, I highly doubt it since she got hit by a ki blast. That was a stupid analogy. But like I don't know, like when she got mad at Kaba, she was thrashing and wrecking him and whatnot, until Khalifa pretty much stepped in and she shot away a ki blast from her, pretty epically and whatnot, but that was like earlier and whatnot. But now, like during the tournament, she's able to match up to a Super Saiyan Blue. Like before, she was like, they didn't really fight, but like still, a Super Saiyan 2 Khalifa was able to knock away a ki blast from her. So I don't know. Like I just thought the Berserker Saiyan was gonna be put like somewhere around like Super Saiyan 1 or 2. At the most like Super Saiyan 2 and 3, like somewhere in between there, but not God level like that. Like I just don't see that happening. I don't know. But tell me what you guys thought of this episode. Tell me what you guys think of the power scaling. Did you think that it was a bit of BS how Kale pretty much just walked through Super Saiyan Blue Goku's Kamehameha? Goku wasn't at his peak power like at that point. Obviously he still has the Kaioken under his belt and whatnot. But even then, like I just don't see these Universe 6 Saiyans being able to match up to Blue so easily like that. But anyways, I thought this episode was pretty good, animation and everything like that looking pretty spot on for the most part. Nothing really amiss here, but yeah, that's pretty much it for my review, guys. And until the next one, Silver Sun is out.